Vinay Dixit. He is the national manager from Itron.
Good afternoon to all of you. First of all, I will thank you to ISGF for giving me this opportunity to present here. And uh, specifically, I want to greet Chair Mr. Raman, eminent personality from industry, OEM, as well as the peers here from the utilities and the industry. So I will go more about the digitalization, smart metering trend, and maybe I was noting down that during that previous presentations by our industrial experts, CGD expert, what could be, I can maybe give some answers and maybe some more suggestions on that. So basically, in smart metering, we do talk about the digitalization. What is that digitalization? Are we digitalized yet or no? So if I see the simple, definition of the digitalization, it's nothing else, taking the digital technology in our life. We all are digitalized. We are using mobile phone. All are these are smart, these are based on some OS platform. So it was a quite long. We were writing a letter. I don't think someone is writing a letter on heart and mailing it to someone and happening. That is just some specific formal invitations are left there in industry right now. Most of the things are going over a mail, WhatsApp, these communication. That's why the same in our gas industry and smart city. If I see the basic our key topic, we are slowly and the industry is embracing that the technologies here. You can see the IGL, GAIL, MGL, various utilities are there. GAIL gas from the day when they have taken over the path to go smart. So these are the more about that, smart metering. What are the key chunk of the utilities there? Key chunk is the basically meters. Meters are that who are bringing the revenue. It could be at, CNG stations where the dispensers are mounted, or, this could be a domestic meter, which are right now 5.6 million, I believe. And three of the key utilities of India, IGL, MGL, and Gujarat Gas, they are covering around 3.6 million of the numbers till time. And other one are the key which really give the right revenue to the any gas utility, that is your commercial and industrial metering. Also, we talk about right now, previously we were talking about AMR, only automatic meter reading, and getting data in our system with a HES head-end system. Right now we looking a need for the head-end system. Sorry, not head-end, I'm talking about meter data management. So why the meter data management is required here? If you will see and go to and talk to any utility, you will not find only a single vendor, maybe technology provider giving their solution. Right now for a domestic or industrial or maybe any other application, they have a 4 or 5 or maybe more number of vendors are there. They have n number of software platforms are there. So every software platform will talk to the ERP. Basically, if I see the industry, major 2 ERP players are there, SAP and Oracle. So whether each and every system need to be get integrated directly. So that's why we need a MDM, meter data management. What basically a data management do there? It is basically a repository of the data which you keep your data safe. Apart from that, what is the main key function is there? It talk to the n number of head-end system, maybe which the one company is giving for industrial platform, some companies, another B company is giving for a domestic platform. It could be a n number of systems are there. I believe GAIL is the first company who has gone for the MDM systems. And the most important functionality of MDM is there, that is the VEE functionality, validation, editing and estimation. So that is the important while you are doing billing to your end user. It is very important to get, validate the data, estimation of the, next one and what was the previous one. After, if required, the editing would be done in the system. Okay, then if we talk about, I was looking to the various presentation, our target, there is a 220 GS are going to are awarded. 70% of the population of the India would be covered in very soon. And around 47 million, right now 5.6 million in India, and 47 million customer would be covered. So when the data will become, that would be a humongous data. What would be done with the humongous data? to looking to the each and every parameter. In gas, there are a number of things, corrected, corrected reading, uncorrected reading, pressure, temperature, alarms, event. So are we looking for each and everything? No. I think data is there, it should make us some sort of information which is really a required and need of the time. We need some analytical dashboard are there which will give a precise data. If everything is going right, why should I get into that system again and again? I should look after when there would be a key extract which I need to be delivered, or maybe a alarm event, or maybe some customer behavior is not matching with my requirement. Maybe as a sample, we can go and going for the testing something, but I strongly need there is a requirement of analytics and dashboards are there. Maybe I have seen in few tenders of gas utilities when they are going for some domestic and industrial, they are specifically asking some management, some marketing and specific dashboard, and they are mentioning quite their requirement. And basically what is nothing, IT OT coverage is the basically extract of the all these information, how to integrate the information technology for the operation thing, and making the data more available for more information and this. That is the important point. Now why basically for our industry what is on stake, why it is required. If you will see what is the most important for any industry or utility for gas here, that is our revenue protection. Why when Sushil sir was telling there there is a billing is there, once in a 2 months someone need to go there, all people, these are the contracted people, not sure when, on what date they are going, what date data consumption is getting recorded. And apart from that, sometimes what exactly happens, people are sleeping in park or maybe doing some their own stuff and writing some standard reading. They know the people are generally consuming 13 to 15 gas units specifically for domestic. And it is also happening in some other places as well. So utility don't know what exactly is billing is there. It's right, wrong, meter is running right, behavior is not required. So revenue protection is one of the key requirement. Right now when I am going to interacting with the key X of the utility, I am listening a word from I think last 2 years, gas reconciliation. This is the very key thing right now going in the industry. What is that gas reconciliation for the guys who don't know? Basically what a gas utility is purchasing from a transporter and what exactly they are billing. So what is their gap? Everyone wanted to reduce down their basically losses. Also same thing is also known as if I talk about electricity industry, they call it AT&T losses, aggregate technical and commercial losses. So I believe commercial losses are quite known where the people desperately doing the theft and are doing some smart tricks to do. It's very nil in gas industry what I understand, and quite few in electricity is very more, and somewhere percentage is quite high, but that must need to be get plugged down. Then customer satisfaction, one of the more important thing I think our key industrial experts are there, they can more validate my point. Our gas utility is earning least from a domestic consumer, but the highest complaints are from the domestic consumer. If I see the Delhi like city, if people having the less bill, if the person did not record it properly, they will not go complain. But they will see, oh, 5 units put more and my meter is not run, that 5 unit, they will write an email to managing director and senior X, copy to the, some ministry department of its measure, okay, it's going wrong, some unethical practice, consumer forum, blah, blah, blah. So that is also important. It's also key, eat the patience of the industry and this thing. So it need to be get plugged. No utility wanted to bill more or less, but sometimes errors can happen. Then what is the key thing for a utility? They wanted to focus on their own business. Utilities core business is distributing gas, and they have to get the right billing. They are not very expert of the technology, but they are looking for the best technology, which is the reliable, scalable, proven technology. So that is the key requirement. And also there was a question which Thoda sir asked during that discussion. I will come to that. I have a certain kind of answer for that, which could be done, by integrating that, one solution for all that and having the security and get to be done. Then operational efficiency. For operational efficiency, the utilities have a number of O&M stations are there, they have some O&M expenses are there. But until and unless we are not proper organized, we don't have the right data. How do we address certain kind of a problem? That is the key challenges there. So that is the one of the key requirement, which is on stake. And definitely AMR, which is the automatic meter reading, and AMI, which is the advanced metering interface. That is the upcoming requirement of the industry. Then what are the driver for going smart, and what would be the business cases? If you will see my slide, both are the interrelated. First thing, which is the most, where previously I was talking about the revenue protection, that meter to cash process, from billing to getting the revenue, that is the one of the key factor, which is also our business drive key factor as well as the business case driver. And utility is asking for, right now what I'm saying, they are looking for an end-to-end responsibility from a vendor. They don't want, you will bring one component for a meter, do not want, other one come and give a network. They do not want, third, fourth one is come for the head-end system software, and fifth one will come and do the integration with their, ERP system. So that is, they are looking for a one-to-one end-to-end solution provider. They need single leg to choke. It will be quite easy. We also, whenever see our key politician, they are talking, why investment was not coming in India, then many questions were there, then government coming with that, one solution, single window for that. So basically utilities also looking for the same thing. They are looking for a single window. It could be possible with the right technology provider and looking for the right solutions there. Then there could be an n number of things, that is there. Timely accurate billing is the key prospect. You need to reduce your gas reconciliation, gas losses are there, and automation is the requirement. If you really wanted to go for that 47 million number of customer, without automation this is not a possible. All the key people are there, industrial and very senior people sitting in front of me. So the what is the last 20-year progress in India, and right now the government has given thrust, if they need in next 10 years 47 million. Do we have that resources right now? All the people are on that skill level. So that need to be important. Until unless the right technology is not blended with this, it is not possible. Then what are the right now technology available, which are the predominantly used in the industry, that I am going to talk about considering the technology. If I see the domestic one, solution, what could be technology to be gotten in lowest cost? It could be a RF, radio frequency, walk by and drive by kind of a technology. Definitely, if there could be some other requirement where nobody wanted to go for a particular route or path, there could be a fixed network kind of a requirement, where with having the data concentrator unit or access point, it could be used. With the low throughput, limited data, LoRa is also taking over right now. LoRa Alliance is also available here. So when we need a point-to-point communication, but question is there, the throughput would be quite limited. But where the on-off type application is required, where limited data requires something domestic, this is the one of the best and fantastic technology. Then if I go to the telcos, then what are the available options? GSM, not very sure about that. Right now, only from 20 to 3 numbers of player right now in India. Jio, Airtel, and Idea, Vodafone. And I've seen some places, no 3G is there. If you go and find, and 2G is also, telcos are not telling they are removing 2G, because M2M communication, machine to machine is based somewhere, but still somewhere you will find a struggling coverage for this thing. And some utilities who having the deployment on that, they are also struggling on that. NB-IoT, which is the Gartner band, basically some Gartner band from the 4G. The utilities are trying to utilize these particular bands which was not previously utilized, rename that 4G band into the NB-IoT and bringing this to. But this is quite successful up to a certain level in China, but in another part of world it is yet to be done. And India also some demos and POCs are going and yet to be get proven more with time. Then one thing I think I left out there.
I think we have only 2 minutes are left.
Okay, sir, I will try to
just summarize your
sure.
presentation.
RF mesh I have mentioned over there, if you will see in between. Sir, you were asking one question, that RF mesh, and also that Mr. Reji Pillai mentioned, if is this possible to get one network across the city? Yes, RF mesh is the answer, because electricity having the highest throughput requirement, they are looking for a 1 minute frequency to get the data, n number of data are changing, power factor, voltage, current, and n number of things are there, which phase, which current is, so that is the thing which can cater a number of meter, and that is a quite resilience technology which is used, and right now it is more in electricity sector, but with leaf on the network, it can be used to gas and water there, and one network could be used for electricity, gas, water, smart city application, street light, traffic, camera, each and everything. Utility and complete city will not be dependent on the telco and anybody else. But this is right now in electricity. I believe when the PNGRB and CERC and Water Municipal Corporation and Smart City SPV will come on the single board, this could be possible at that time. Then I was talking about this technology. So just some architectures are there for RF walk-by, drive-by or DCU. If the first left one is that walk-by, drive-by, if you will remove this place, DCU would be there, then it will become the fixed network. LoRa is there. You can see the LoRa, it's something like a telco, but LoRa having the specific frequencies are there, and they are operating on this. Then something about the telco player, GSM, NB-IoT and GPRS, we have made which are totally based on the telco and more for the AMI communication, and AMI means advanced metering infrastructure, where you can have a more control and both-way communication. Then one of the more thing, prepaid, where it can be used on the AMI by the any technology. It could be RF and RF or maybe telco dependent, or could be a card based system. These are the main key technologies are there. Then I'm switching over to one case study which Itron did with the IGL. This is more based on the what we have done a pilot in 2010-11 for 2,200 number of quantity, and till the same project is still running till date, approximately completing 10 years, and after that I think this project success, and after too much review, IGL came up with the new bigger tender for 400,000, and Itron and AP Securitas were of the two winner of that. Just wanted to tell what are the key features were there for this use case study. What the Itron got in this project, that is the 2,80,000 AMR project, and what utility we have to deliver. It is the totally 10-year managed services. We have to give an outcome, means the data and alarm and this thing to the utility. Integration with the ERP, currently they have the SAP. Asset management and geotagging, what are the assets are there, and the geotagging, which meter is exactly located and which places are there. Though it's a quite digitalized, so meter to cash process has been smoothened, and there is no requirement on the going for a dedicated server, then renewing the license, and then further going for the expertise, making a DC data center as well as a DR there. So no such is there. This is totally on the SaaS platform with the proper data security and ISO 27001 data security, and I believe it will improve quite the greater operational efficiency. And coming to my last slide here, so technology selection is totally based on the use cases are there. What exactly, maybe somewhere you need a quite light throughput data, other technology, or maybe somewhere you need some specific kind of a thing. So I will not tell this technology is the best and this is the not good. Totally depend on the use case. Some technology having some pros, some having the cons. Pro could be that it is the best technology, con could be the highest cost, depend on that. But the most important, what is the important for a utility, that is the revenue protection, operational efficiency and asset management, which they having right now. For the networking perspective, their network should be get maximum optimized. It should not be like that if they will not able to control, or maybe the network is there but it's quite difficult, to get it control or maybe maintain. Then there are also new things are coming. Why to utility are more expert on that, selling the gas. Why to be get into the IT, more core IT, maybe go for the dedicated data center, renewing license, where should be their data center, where should be DR, it should be in same geolocation or different geolocation, purchasing the licenses are getting renewed, and number of tasks are there, keeping the precision AC firing system, and number of audits are there. So these are the some factors are there. So better to go for expert like, who are the expert in the cloud system. It's quite relaxed and you can ramp up at any moment of time. When you want 20 to 200,000, you can do in 2 days. But when you have a hard data center, you have this thing, it cannot be possible in dreams. Then what investment is also important when you are going for a technology. Which sort of investment is there? It should be, or it's quite a commercial talking with the C-level of people with the utility, but that is the important factor. That's I mentioned. It should be in capex, opex, or maybe a combination, a blended term. Then technology must have, which being a technology provider as ITRON, I understand, and also I believe my utility folks will also endorse me. It should be scalable, reliable, proven, and repeatable. There are new technologies are there which are the greatest, newest, latest, but important thing what I want to tell here, it should be scalable, reliable, proven, and repeatable. Technologies are coming and going, but it should be proven on ground. I'm not telling some newest or greatest technology is bad, but it has to be proven on a scale. Then definitely some recommendations which really I wanted to give my considering the last point. There should be a thorough technological evaluation during the RFP process, and it should be 360 days because you are going to deploy, you are, investing your money on that. And then it would be your kid and live with you. Why don't go for the best one with doing this thing? And also because technology, we are going through slowly in technology space. I will push for the, L1-based evaluation to quality and cost-based selection. So that is my final words and points to you. Thank you very much.
So it was a very good presentation. So now the house is open. If anybody asks any question, please ask the question. So I think there is no question. So thank you very much, Mr. Vinay, for your comprehensive presentation.